evening and welcome to game number 1 of tonight's Xeno Duo Scrims. We are starting off in Vikendi and with a northwestern to southeastern flight path. We are starting off at port and ending up just near to a cement factory. We have a fair split of the teams at the moment, with RPG Team 26 going near to port, along with Team 24, which is ZPX. We then have Team 45 Zen going up to Trevno, and then we have Zen Neo Team 48 going south towards the Hot Springs area and Kantra. To begin with, let's go straight over to Team 50, where we will find Nix and Vape Denny as they go down in Peshkova. And there we go, so Jen is taking on Xena. So let's go straight over and see if we can catch up with them. And Gen Temp and Gen Raven have been taken down. They're the first team to go, Team 37. Gen Fitzy has just been knocked by Vape Denny with a Thompson. And that is Nick, finished off there by Vape Denny. And Mortal V-Man has just taken down Goddess. And that is V-Man that gets the finish on Zen 2 and now goes to revive Zen Nemris. So let's leave them to it and go straight over to Team 45 Zen as they come up against Team 22. And they are at Trevno, and Team 22 is Help and Noob Hunter's Daughter. And that is Daughter knocked. And that is 1 kill for Team 45. And we have Help of Team 22 just by the wall at 125. And that is Help finished off, so it's 2 kills for Ryder and Ink. And just like that, we now have the Pen team, who have just been finished off by Sneak. And that is Ghost and Mystic just having taken out the Deathly Hallows team of Revolt and Buff. And here we have the first zone of today. It's moved north to the top end of the map, keeping in play areas like Port, Cosmodrome and Mount Kresnik. So all of these southern and eastern teams will have to start making their way in. And we do have Team 30, which is Rhymes and Lance, who are inside the red zone, along with team number 8, made up of Loz and Sneak. And Vape Denny has just finished off ZPX Psycho. And that is Nyx knocked by Sons of Ed and Jacko, but then Vape Denny jumps out the window and gets the knock of their own. So that is now 4 kills for Denny and Nyx. And now it looks as though the teams are going to have a slight break here, because pretty much all of them have put some space in between themselves and each other, giving them some time to just heal up, and then try and do a bit of reset. So Damo is ready for another fight, as Denny gets the knock on Where's Wally. And that is Team 44. So we have Denny running in. Looks like Damo's just got the revive there. And they've now made the decision to retreat. But now let's go over to Team 31 at level 1 Zylock and Little, as they come up against Loz and Sneak of Team 8. And I think that's one thing you do find when you're doing something like a duo championship. There are so many teams and players that a fair amount of the time you don't really get the opportunity to look at the strategy that these teams use to play. You more than likely you just get a mass of shooting and knocks and kills, and then you're trying to jump to kind of keep up with it all, but it can be difficult. Which is why I'm more grateful that there is a small break now, because it gives me a chance to have a quick look at where the players are located. And what we are seeing is that they're fairly spread out in zone. So we do have a couple that are on the boundary lines, and by that I mean level 1 Zylock and New Punter's Destroyer. They are on the line on the eastern side, which would mean that Nyx and Denny, as well as Team 48 Zen, Team 44 Where's Wally and Damo, and Team 16 Riot, they could possibly be gatekept by those teams. And this is where, for those of you that don't know what gatekeeping is, it's where the teams stay on the boundary line and stop the other teams from getting in. And that would then mean that the blue zone does more harm, allowing the teams that are on those boundary lines to just jump in at the last minute and get those kills really easily, because they're not having to put in a lot of effort, because the blue zone has done that for them. And here we go. So Loz and Sneak have just taken down Kai's and Kai's teammate there. So they now have 6 kills. And now I think we will just jump over to Team 50 again, which is Nix and Denny, as they appear to be being chased by Team 16. And that is Xena, who was just knocked by Denny, and Denny also gets a kill on Diva. And now we're with Zen, Wilo and Belly, who have just found PDX Subi and ZPX Ant-Man. Now yesterday in the Death and Hallow scrim, Subi racked up an impressive 22 kills. A great little player and somebody we don't see a lot of. They've only just made their appearance in the UK scrims, but believe me, they are making their presence known. So I'll be really interested to see how well they do tonight, especially considering the latest performances from that team. So I'm expecting good things. And what better time than now to prove themselves as they go up against Wilo and Belly from the Zen team. And Wilo and Belly have just got a bit of rotation in to take them on the right hand side. They were planning initially to take them head on, but they've now thought twice about that. And here we go, Vape Denny has jumped back in and has gone up against Nemris. And that is Nemris down, leaving Mortal Veman. And that is Veman finished off by Nix. As Team 50 now find themselves with 8 kills. And Sneak has just come in going up against Ninja, and that is Team 46, and Naughty has just been finished off. So Loz and Sneak now have 8 kills themselves. And the zone has just reduced in size again, now cutting off the port area, half of Cosmodrome. The Villa, Podvosto and Goroka is just in. So we now have the majority of the teams that need to come in are coming from south and west. So I can be fairly certain that Team 26 RPG will have to come up against Team 24 as they both try and make their way in. And then we have Team 44, made up of Where's Wally and Damo, that may be able to stop them from getting in, as well as Team 20 Noob Hunters. And Mystic just got a knock on Zero Tolerance Apps and has just jumped in with an M249 and got the kill on Nana. And Noob Hunters now going up against Loz and Sneak, with Loz getting a knock there on Noob Hunter's Marcus. Propane is now rotating around the side to try and get some shots on Loz. And that is Propane finished off by Loz of Team 8. And then right. Oh, Loz is almost taken down. And Mystic is knocked by Sneak. And that is Mystic finished. And if I were Ghost, I would have used that smoke to my advantage, jumped over that wall and got away. And that is Ghost finished off there by Loz. And I can't help but think that Belly forgot how Molotovs worked, thinking that it would rebound off the wall, but unfortunately it's made of glass, so will smash on impact. And here comes the blue. And Wilo and Belly are now making their way to the zone, chasing the blue zone. And Vape Denny has just got a knock. And here comes the play zone, getting a knock and a kill on the ZPX team, with Groot and Florent both being taken down. And Noob Hunter's Hides has just been knocked by the zone. And that is Nemesis finished off by the play zone too. So that is Noob Hunters down and out. And the play zone has just taken down PDX Subi. Now I am really surprised that Subi was taken down with no kills at all. But as always, this is only game 1 of 3. So there are 2 more opportunities for Subi to get the kills that I know that they are capable of getting. And there we have Zen Wilo getting a knock on Damo. And that is Where's Wally being finished off by Belly. And that is Zen Alex knocked by Sneak. And that is Wilo getting a knock on Neo, and then Sneak comes in and gets the kill on Wilo. That is Neo finished off by Belly, and Belly finished off by Zen Alex. And then we have Sneak getting the kill on Zen Alex there. And let's have a look at one of the last zones today. We have 5 teams still alive. We have Team 8, Loz and Sneak. Team 23, Noob Hunters, Vixen and Destroyer. Level 1, Little Eggs and Xyloc for Team 31. Team 40, 7 Atoms, Tempo. And Team 50, Vape Denny. Now all teams are inside zone. So at the moment, they are relatively safe in that as long as they can find a location to hold, then as long as the zone is nice to them, really, they should be fairly safe in where they are currently situated. Obviously, we have a couple of teams there that have got some high kills so far. Loz and Sneak with 16, and Vape Denny and Nix with 12. The other 3 teams involved have no kills yet. But, you know, there is always time for them to get 1 or 2 more. And then we go, and the zone changes again. Loz and Sneak are the nearest. And Noob Hunter Destroyer has just taken down level 1 Little Legs. Noob Hunters Team 23, Sneak and Loz for Team 8, and Vape Denny, if I'm not mistaken, for Team 50. And that is Vape Denny finished off by Sneak. And now Loz and Sneak have the zone. So when the zone starts to close in around 35 seconds, Noob Hunters will need to move in. And that is when they would be considered vulnerable, because they will need to travel in the open just to get away. And that is the end of game number 1, and the winners with an impressive 19 kills are Loz and Sneak. In second we have Noob Hunters with 2. In third we have Nix and Vape Denny with 12. In fourth we have Level 1 with 1. In fifth we have 7 Atoms with none. In sixth we have Zen Alex and Neo with 1. In seventh we have Belly and Zen Wilo with 4. In 8th we have Zen Rider and Ink with 2. In 9th we have ZPX and PDX with none. In 10th we have Where's Wally and Damo with none. And in 11th we have Noob Hunters with 5. If you have enjoyed this stream, please follow the channel for new content. We will be back in just a moment for game number 2. This is the Xenotactic Duo Clan Championships. I am Abs and we will be right back.